Hello and welcome back to the Kaiju Dynasty. Godzilla has finally passed, and we are playing along as Kaiju Munakage, his great-great-grandson, who has recently just taken up the throne at the age of 26. He's a bit of a diplomat. He's not so bad at prowess, but he doesn't have any of our stuff picked out yet. He is trying to become an August. I mean, diplomacy is certainly his forte at the moment, so I don't hate the idea of this. Why don't we get him selected? We can make sure that he has like all the right books on display. We are not married. I have a regent. I have a child. But I guess that she is bastardly base. Honestly, we have this like robust courtier who we had this child with. She's not terrible. Something we could consider, but you know, why don't we do the old quick scan to see if we can get some good inheritable traits here. Got robust. We got some good intelligence. We don't actually have like any traits ourselves anymore. We seem to have gotten rid of all of them. Herculean. Alliance would be vastly inferior, but you know what? I don't hate it. We'll marry this young child and see how we can do. Now, we have inherited a lot of land that we're going to have to get rid of. We have our capital. We have Aiga and Ano. And the Nakashima, I guess Toyota is what we're going to have to get rid of. Excuse me, you are my vassal still. Oh, right. I forgot that we're the regent of Japan. Because this guy used to be like our direct vassal. But I guess we lose land via just becoming a super shogunate, so. Wanted to see if you'd birth a male heir before marrying her. Well, she did not. I guess she birthed a daughter, so. Two spouses, child to university. We might as well train you. We should check all of our artifacts and everything, make sure we're actually wearing the right stuff. Like we have a terrible stag trinket, a pressed aster. Let's get rid of this stuff. Put on the boar tusks. Piety. That's actually quite a bit of piety. 0.2 a month. The Yamamoto brooch is fancy. Yeah, we'll go with this glass orb. Why not? Ooh. You know what? Actually, I'm going to go with the courtly vassal opinion because that'll be good. A lot of these boar tusks are about to start breaking as well, so we're going to have to start replacing stuff. We're sitting on a good bit of money, but Bushi's most loyal, truest of the guards. The truest of the bondsman has a successor. Let us appoint him. And then we probably have some powerful vassals that want... Yeah, like right now our spy master hates our guts. This guy doesn't hate our guts. Of the Nose family? Well, the Nose knows. House Nose from Splendor and Rightful Dominion. That's a good spy master. He doesn't hate us. He'd probably be a bit of a better choice. We do have some powerful vassals here that also want positions. But they're not very good at their jobs, and they do currently hate us. So I think I'm just going to let the Nose knows. Keep us a little bit safer with that. We're going to do domestic affairs. Keep training our commanders. Keep disrupting schemes. And keep increasing development. Why not? Why not? 2018, people like horses. Now it's 2025, people like horses. Yeah, sadly, our Europa game is currently on a crash cycle right now, so there's not a ton we can do about it. Oh, and we are currently engaged in a horse race, but I don't think we're going to win it. With the passing of my great-grandfather, the responsibility to lead the administration now falls on my shoulders. It is my solemn duty to shepherd Japan in the name of the Tenno Nobuku. I sit with dignity before the assembled court, soaking it in and taking a bite of an apple. Right. That was one question. I wanted to see whether or not I could marry the chaste of the Chrysanthemum throne. And the answer was not really no. Though for what reasons, we haven't understood. Bum, bum, bum. Horses. I am not going to worry too much about what is going on there, but I am going to pop into the royal court and see what artifacts we have on display. Monthly diplomacy lifestyle, monthly stewardship lifestyle. We could probably replace him with nothing really. We do have 2 books on stewardship. So if I wanted to go to stewardship, I could get like an extra 40% there. Furniture and wall ornaments is like everything else we have. Yeah, we're missing a lot of positions here. We need a wet nurse. I need a master of the horse. This guy is excellent and he is a vassal. So let's appoint him. My court musician is terrible. So let's appoint you instead. You're a decent court jester. I guess this guy's a decent artificer. Though the problem is that like I don't really want to be crafting too many more things right now. We've typically been crafting a lot already. Find charity, appease zealots. I don't want to bleed out all my money. We are working on lots of development. Every year, the court poet will write you a poem. That's kind of fun. I like that. Courtier and guest opinion. My personal champion could compete in my name. Again, all of this is like fairly expensive to do. Sir, I am not going to do most of it. Aptitude of court positions, but you gain more stress. Or control growth, but it costs us money. You know what? Why don't you organize the court? Have you keep improving artifacts. And the personal physician, I would like him to just work on his skills, so. I was serious about a new update. No, there hasn't been an update for EU yet, so. Just getting the hard crashes, right? Gotta stop horsing around. I know, like we're in charge of Japan now. So, when we last left, our plans was to formalize the Kaiju Shogunate. We need level of fame, we need legitimacy, and we need powerful ministers. And powerful ministers, we need the culture innovation for royal prerogative. All right. I think we're back in action here. I got to get rid of Toyota. Your brother, vassal and friend. Your brother and vassal. So these guys all got territory. His uncle never managed to have any children. His aunt managed to have children in my name. No, Saga Dynasty. Basically, I'm just like looking for people in the old dynasty to say like, who does not have land that could have land? You're a spineless villain. But you'll do. You're also 42, so I'm going to grant you Bushidan of Totimi. Yeah, and I guess basically where we're emperor, it's just like we don't get to control the whole duchy anymore. I cannot understand why you granted the Bushidan to them. I have rightful claims to these lands. Oh. I'm just going to say don't question me. I'm just trying to divvy up the lands, to be totally honest. He seemed pretty upsetty spaghetti about that, though. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where is my 5th province? Oh. Daifatsu. Ooh, this is where the Hokkaido port is. That's good territory, but it's not really like part of my collective. So I think we're going to have to give this one away as well. Line of succession. My player daughter. Then my brother. My niece. My aunt. Your child is of the Chrysanthemum throne, but is a Yamamoto. Are one of these my brothers? No, they're like here and here. No good. We're just going to have to give this to another random member of the house, I think. Which is also tough because nobody is old and unlanded. You have a claim on Tosa. Well, I guess it could be you. He will be a belligerent vassal. Great. Sounds good, dudes. Nay, or should I say nay? Too many horse puns. Board game contest. Dude, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing at this tournament at all. I don't really care about it. It is not a tournament that interests me. A fine conquest. A commander has been promoted. This guy sucks. We're not running a nursery here, buddy. Well, this old lady wants to hit on me. Let's not do that. On second thought, no. I don't know why I switched to Triumph here. We might as well just go on Recreation because we're not participating in any of these games. All right, dudes. Are we done? We're... Great. The ceremony is coming up. Great tournament. Everybody loved it. Fantastic tournament. Can't wait to go home and rule my country. I love that I am going back to my old home when that is not my court. I guess I gotta get my pants and stuff though, you know? We have arrived. And now we have to arrive again. Take our time and rest. Ooh, my mom is mad. She called me a loathsome knave, but I was happy to see that my mama can get mad as well. What more of your buildings are disabled? All of these buildings are disabled? In 7 months. Good grief. All right, we'll grab an honor guard here. Hold court, petition the Tenyo. Certainly let's petition the Tenyo to get prestige. We become rivals with the official emperor. So we'll hold a court instead. My vassals step before me. Some disputes over lands, basically. This guy's like, this belongs to Buddha. Bushidan of Echigo is revoked and becomes a theocracy. So I can basically say, like, it belongs to the nobles. And this priest isn't anybody. Or I could strip land out from this guy. Who is a Sorio with a lot of land is the thing. The problem is that, like, this guy is not Shinto, right? And the Glory Hounds would get very upsetty spaghetti if I did this. We can take the country title ourselves, but they would be very upset about that. No, I'm just going to say nothing trumps the son's inheritance rights. Seems like the best one. My huntsmaster approaches carefully, cradling a wooden bundle. With a grin, he pulls back a puppy. You gain a pet dog for $365. I must take advantage and expand my kennels. All of House Kaiju gains dog lovers for 30 years. All members are able to take adopt puppy decision. Or I could get a kitty cat instead. Intrigue and learning. Diplomacy and prowess. Well, the pup is way better for us. Do I want to spend this insane amount of money to let everybody become puppy dogs? I think so. Now we all get puppies. I am faced with the sad eyes of this person who says, like, this baby needs a home. All right, it's somebody else's problem, not mine. The dog! Nosewise, gray, or amiable. We'll call him Gandalf the Grey. With a name like Grey, I kind of feel like I have to... Or I could call him... I could call him Mechagodzilla in honor of my late great-grandfather. Or like Papa Godzilla. Puppy Godzilla? Puppyzilla? You know what? I feel like that's a good name. Didn't pick a cat. I'll refund any riots. Listen, the option was I could pick dogs for literally the entire family dynasty. So it was really hard not to take that. It's a really good perk. Hard to say no. We're getting a bunch of cadet branches starting now, which is maybe problematic. Okay, our block is still definitely the strongest. There's a lot of people just not in any blocks at all. Who owns all this land? This guy is huge. He's willing to join our block. Which kind of seems like a no-brainer to me. Ooh, it's gonna destroy our cohesion, though. Oh. We can ask that of the leading house. Can we not ask these guys to switch? That's gonna be a problem. This guy wants to go on an adventure. I'm gonna let him. The world is yours. I didn't think that so many people would join the block all at once. Because I only invited him in. Demand aspiration change. Will not accept. Would accept with a bit of prestige. Or 50 gold. Where are the guys in here costing me the most? We've got you. We've got you. This guy, demand aspiration change. Both of these will cost gold and prestige if I want to fix them. Which, unfortunately, I think is just what we're going to have to do. I'm going to ask this guy to... Just going to trust his instincts. I'm still getting penalized also because a bunch of these are not Shoryu governments.
Well, you know how it is. It's like parties. Friends of friends are invited and they invite some of their friends and they think they can bring also people who they think could become your friends. Then it's a whole mess and then you're on your hands and knees cleaning up a messed up house for the rest of the weekend.
Yeah, that does kind of feel like how this is going to go right now. I'm pretty sure our house is going to... Like, our whole block is going to fall apart from this. Cadet branches. Like, I wonder if I kick out some of these guys, will it fix my problems? Can I force them to switch governments, maybe? Will they be more likely to start switching governments if this happens? Houses just keep joining the block. Meanwhile, here I am, still Jenny. These guys have left the block. Okay. We have inherited stag antlers and stag antlers from our master of the hunt, who has also then given us a bunch of land. EO. And EO and what? It says I'm back up to 6. Maybe there's like a church in here or something? Oh man, it is hard to get rid of all of our territory. You're not a member of my dynasty. Oh, you are. It's just that you've all formed your own separate houses. Fascinating. These are kaijus. Where is Tsushima? Ah, this little island. Well, let's give you one. Does not allow women to have. Okay, let's not give it to you. Let's give it to your husband, I guess. Grant titles. EO. She's no longer my high almoner, which is a little bit annoying because she was really good. You. No, none of you. The Prince of Fashion. None of these damn children are old enough. This is the biggest problem I'm starting to have right now. There's a King Kong in here, which I wouldn't mind giving some land to. You've made kaijus. I can give this guy land. Perfect. Split up that territory. Get him in wherever we can. Tsushima's where the ghosts are. True. That is a very ghostly place. So I think we're still largely waiting on tech at the moment. It's a slightly better stag antler. It's also not about to break down. You say dangerous factions. Ooh. This homie wants to be the ruling regent. How dare he try such a thing? Everybody knows I'm the regent family. And my cousin is the emperor. And is still somehow Yamamoto. It's very complicated. Shadow of Fame. My father, the great Soryo Destroyer, disappeared without a trace a long time ago, yet the flame of his life still shines brightly. What surrounded him everywhere seems to follow me. Many still consider me his son rather than a man of my own right. Just yesterday, an old peasant was praising him as if he was still alive. The time has come to step out of his shadow to make my mark on the world. You gain Shadow of Fame Dawn. Monthly prestige plus 25%. This is incredible. Prestige is like what we need to be farming more than anything else right now. We do need a little bit of legitimacy as well. We're getting a bit per month, so. Like, there's a part of me that's wondering, like, should I be, you know, going to war with people? Surely I must still have big armies. Oh, I have way too many men-at-arms. I have an extra set of siege crossbows, 2 sets of light footmen, 3 sets of samurais, warrior monks, light horsemen. Let's get rid of this regiment. Bring us down to 8. Good grief, where's everybody stationed right now? High-end, stationed in Anno, stationed in Iga, stationed in Nakashima. I think I should probably station those horses. We have an insane amount of men-at-arms. In fact, if I raise those, we'll probably go hilariously bankrupt. Yeah, I could declare war on this guy just to seize this territory. Imperial country pacification. We do not have the imperial pacification law. Kotano Sugaru. Oh, we just simply cannot go to war with this guy. Unless we have the imperial pacification law. Where the hell is that law? Subjects, laws. We're still on manor reform. The realm needs to be at peace. How is that even possible? Do you see how many people are in this realm? It's an insane amount. Godzilla was big. He had a big shadow. This is true. I did want to actually host a funeral. Kuchifuku, major religious buildings. Major religious buildings. Holy sites. Holy site and a temple. Major religious building and a holy site. Well, it seems like that's probably the place to do it then. We are going to mourn Godzilla. Major legitimacy and piety. Obviously, I want to have extravagant ceremonies. This is going to cost me 405 gold. It's nice as we can also design this so that we like pass through some holy sites on the way home. Just like that. But we're gonna need a little bit of money first. 413 or 313. Well, I don't have enough for this already right now. But I'm very close. I'm out walking Puppyzilla when I see my vassal with a beautiful dog. Before either of us can react, the other dogs take off. I'm sure they'll be fine. So we'll have a dignified ceremony. Seems to be all I can afford at the moment. Amazing. This person likes me, so they just sent me immediately 225 bucks because I went broke. Oh no! Puppyzilla. Our dogs were copulating. Be fun if different provinces, houses, whatever they are, had some special mechanics. Like someone has ninjas to get rid of someone with better results. I mean, I guess if you're like an intrigue focused, because you can change what your family's strength is, right? Your family attribute. Which does give you some different bonuses, right? What do we got here? Herding insights for cheaper building construction cost in the Bushidan of Yamashiro. That's our capital, right? Yeah. Artifacts. Oh yeah, let's take this. Development growth 15% and cheaper construction cost in the capital. Tempting fruit. I admire your curiosity. I'm sorry, Malish, I cannot help myself. Nobuku is out picking up fruit. Because I am gluttonous, I am allowed to try this plant. Lose some stress. I might get sick, but I might learn. Let's be gluttonous. It causes a painful stomach ache. We probably shouldn't have eaten that. A stolen keepsake. In the quiet of our camp, a shrieking uproar breaks the calm. My bodyguard confronts my courtier holding a treasured medallion. You thief, this was my mother's. No, you're lying. It's always belonged to me. I was like, why do they both look like ghosts right now? I can make them both upset at me and gain 200 bucks. You are my bodyguard and you are my courtier. You're not a very good bodyguard. But I'm going to let you keep it. Because that's life, right? Split it in half. Easy peasy. How's our block doing here? Oh, really bad. Yeah, so you could go for, I guess, like, determination is the intrigue one. So you're much, much better at schemes if you go up this. Better mercenaries, better siege weapons. This one just allows you to do, like, cheap feasts and more poetry. Construct family shrines. Take the vows. Family breweries. Family archives. Cool. Ah, so if you want to just play as, like, a really good governor, then you could go as service and focus on that. We're on strength, though, because we're all about inspiring the troops and doing army stuff. We have arrived at the funeral. USA is to be Godzilla's final resting place, and I'm left alone to gather my thoughts. I'll never forget Godzilla. R.I.P. Godzilla. Your wards can get additional skills and become your friends. Yeah, let's take that. Champions out there getting prestige for me. This will hopefully bump us up in legitimacy to being an actual proper ruler as well, which should cause a lot less of these vassal wars to be going on. See, the problem is that Godzilla was extremely dreadful, so nobody dare raise a fist to him. We're just a good diplomat who likes to hunt and is ambitious, but also fickle. One of my real questions is, like, can we actually do anything with this money right now? This child is outside. My niece is my ward. I don't really care how she's raised. In a corner of the shrine, I hear Tomoko overchatting a group of mourners. She somberly gestures me over. We all have fond memories of Godzilla. I was just talking about the time that I married Godzilla. Tell me, do you have any memories to share? Oh, the memories, they're too painful. How could I forget? 250. This is a very good diplomacy. Oh yeah, this is great. 10 opinion and 250 piety. Big piety bump. A sorrowful line marches on, the last to have their moment with Godzilla. A last whisper, a long goodbye. I last nothing at the last place anyone will ever see him again. Truly a privilege to be here. There's nothing but a veil between me and him. Make a promising speech to carry on his will. This is a chance to get some legitimacy. %78%. The crowd has moved. Getting closer. All eyes fall upon the Lady Kaiju as she falls to the ground in lamentation, hands coating her reddened eyes from views. Her sorrowful gasps and chokes have left her fellow mourners breathless. Many offer her comfort and reverence as if it was her who was committed to the hereafter. Learned in prowess. I don't think I necessarily need to do this. I'll take the piety. Learn in my own way. Get a level of devotion. Not bad. Godzilla's beating everybody, even when he was old. It's true. I mean, he was always picking every fight he could. The shadows of Mordor's no longer loom over me. I am at last given a moment alone. Quiet comfort I could take in such a moment without the rattling and prattling of other guests in my ear. It's just me and Godzilla. Feels good, man. Love Godzilla. A true homie. The mourners move through the hall, weeping in a kind of macabre dance, all for Godzilla, the unsettling silence of people holding back what they desperately wish to do. Silent screams never depart their lips. Hard-fought battles against tears being lost, so ashamed of their own grief. I rise to my feet, allow myself to get lost in the dance. Because of my faith, I must remain strong. This guy found me a dagger. Sure. Oh, it's a weapon. Oh, I want to keep using the Kaiju mace. 9 prowess, 10 prowess. Oh no, second Mune's mace, I guess, is better. Pay $100 to fully restore it. Yeah, we should do that. It's very valuable. God, all of this regalia is like getting absolutely donked up right now. True ruler, prestige per legitimacy level. Oh, that's going to be nice. Esteemed guest drifts past the enshrouded body one after the other, granting him little more than a slight bow or nod, as if such perfunctory gestures could ever be enough to honor a life. My heart weighs as heavy as my pockets, so full of trinkets and memories of Godzilla. I can't help but wonder why I should get to hoard objects which rightfully belong to him. I'm definitely not giving him Alexander's armor, that's for sure. Honeycomb Sesame Cake is not a very good book, though. I could get him that, and that actually gets me an insane amount of piety here, too. As I make my way towards my chambers, I see Nariko. She darts forward to lighten the servant's burden and disappears together in the kitchen. She's become gluttonous. Yeah, that's fine. My fat little niece. Of all the figures venerated and villainous, none have desired more than our departed Godzilla. With this crowd of weepers and gawkers finding every subject to satisfy their fascination, I am at last left a moment of solace. Quiet prayer, a moment of grief. A promise to be better. Ooh, let's take that. Increased legitimacy gain. I promise to be even better than Godzilla. It's big words. Before me, a feasting table stocked high with all manner of food and drink, as if Godzilla was trying to offer a final act of magnanimity before parting. This lady has so far refused to lay a finger on the banquet, swilling her goblet in idle solace. Her middle-distance stare falls wearily upon me, and with a quiet nod, she raises her drink high. To Godzilla, truly one of the greats. Great indeed, and I will be greater still. The crowd is moved. We are a true ruler. We no longer have that penalty. Thank God. The time has come to commit Godzilla's final rites before his journey into the hereafter. His enshrouded body held suspended above an open grade, surrounded by close friends and family. Stood at the head is me, a privileged place of mourning afforded only to a magnanimous host. To see him surrounded by so many mortars, to give a proper Shinto burial, at least gives me hopes that I too will be remembered this fondly. Beautiful. Dude, we got we got 2 levels of devotion from this funeral. That's pretty good considering we're constantly bleeding devotion from being an ambitious sinner. Oh, too few spouses, -2. Well, that's a pretty easy one to solve. I think. I hope. Still too few spouses. Wow, we really gotta start making babies. How many spouses am I meant to have as the emperor? Too few spouses. Damn, dudes. Well, this one's at least intelligent. Make as many babies as we can. EU5 is still not updated, just letting you know. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, now we're making piety. We got commanders promoted. This guy's pretty good. I'll take him. Passing over the hills, my courtier is about to trip over a hidden wire trap, but is swiftly saved by my bodyguard. Good job, bodyguard. Dude, these dangerous factions are out of control. Just non-stop dangerous factions. Take infirm wives for alliances. Help control kid birth. I mean, right now it's like the more kids we have, the more of them I can put onto administrative thrones. So I'm not super worried about that. Visited the copper pits. Visited the university. We'll duel this guy. Gain 200 bucks and a bunch of prestige. Widely known. That was a good little run around. Visited a bunch of places. And then we're back home again. Home again, home again. Jiggity jig. So I have a city here that could probably be upgraded with more crop fields. I guess this is the thing to be done. I do not hold the Duchy of Kanai. But I could. I have the administration of Japan. The Kingdom of Azuma. So I don't have this. Ah, I need to, if I want that, I need to hold the kingdom title without holding Japan. I mean, let's do that. Get that duchy. Yeah, our duchies stay together, so that's fine. Kind of hoping maybe that would increase my domain holding, but man, it's really hard to get this number up as Japan. Patch notes only mentioned one crash in relation to Mercafeu. Is this the 1.0.2 patch? Secret exposed. All right, what are we doing with all this money now? Exalted among men. So I basically just have to do things to farm prestige. So I could host a grand tournament. Going to feasts is not going to get me any prestige. hunting would. We are a hunter. You gain generous liege for 10 years. Direct vassals, 15 vassal opinion, but less taxes. I gain dread or... I mean, that's pretty good. I lost like 0.7 income. But I do feel like that's going to cause a lot less problems for me in the long run. Yeah, okay, we're a hunter, but just not a very good one. We've never really had any festivals. These also give us prestige. My counselor has died. Ooh, my spy master died. That's not particularly great. This guy is a pretty good counselor, though. Member of my dynasty. Well, let's hire you then. I could certainly just like start converting more provinces as well. Kind of, I think, like, why not? Lost in the lines. A poet traveling through is having problems. We can just gain his language because we are smart. I wonder if I shouldn't start like fixing control in these provinces now as well, because I guess like the better Japan does, the better I do as the emperor. Yeah, becoming the shogun should be pretty easy. My personal champion, my antiquarian is also gone. This guy's a really good antiquarian though. A bushi, you're just a knight. You're a vassal. Let's make you the master of the hunt. I have no high almoner. We'll make it you. We'll make you my personal champion. I'm going to have him compete in my name. I'm basically going to go through this now and just like start picking any of the things that give us prestige as well. I think would be wise. Monthly lifestyle experience plus 10%. That seems smart. Track game. Doesn't really help me. Don't need to do that. Empty the cellars. Don't really need to do that. Development growth in the capital is good. Could have you write poetry. I mean, you are an excellent poet. Why don't we sponsor that? I don't need to bolster legitimacy on my musician anymore. Natural dread, natural dread. Natural dread. I love that you can just like get all of your bodyguards to just start terrifying everybody. Create weapons, armor, and go adventuring. Create books and tapestries. Create crowns and sculptures. Huh. You are an extremely good adventurer, right? Yeah, I'm gonna tell you to go adventuring. You were very good. You're not so much anymore, but... I think she got us one of our legendary artifacts. Does say 6 several crash to desktops. Excommunication no longer blocks its request to lift the action completely. These are very fun updates. Your excommunication, no appeals for you. And where are we on this innovation? 8 years left. Wow. You can stay gluttonous. Okay, so that person got an inspiration. Can I then sponsor it? Go to India? Yeah. Off you go. Want to possess something truly unique? Yeah, that's always what I want. Commission epic decision. Pet Puppyzilla. Well, let's pet the dog for sure. Can invite religious exiles of the same religion. To increase development. No, I won't. My bad. I will drink some tea. Where is commission epic? Here we go. Missing 120 bucks. Pay gold for prestige and possibly renown, as well as getting a family artifact. Now, a hunt I am happy to go to. We find a very strong guy. This gives us some prestige for 100 bucks. Travel gains garrison guards. No, I'm gonna just pay him 40 bucks. He's a very good strong boy. So. Practice falconry. Nope, I'm just going to take the prestige options. Again, farming prestige as much as I can. 50% chance to get the gardening trait. We got down to earth. It's still pretty good. Get back on your horse. Don't want to be late for the hunt. Apparently, I cannot choose to work on success. We've gotten a daughter. Famous kaiju names. I mean, we might just be like out of kaiju names. Running certainly out. Biolante. I was hoping that we would get the option to just be like, take an ancestral name. We're going to hawk a hare. This is a waste of my time. A lucky falconry glove. For 100 bucks. No, thank you. Daughter can stay fickle. I'm not really worried about it. The hunt fails. What a bust. Yeah, our block cohesion is really bad. This lady says, I want to go fishing. My wife says, I want to go fishing. That sounds like a great idea. I'm going to kick this guy out of the block. Because now all of our block members are actually the same. And hopefully that works for us. Some guy robs my purse. And I'm gonna murder him because I'm the emperor. A long time has passed since I decided to focus on emulating the fame of my dead father, even longer since his death. It's stressful and demanding to step out of his shadow. I feel the world judging me, not by my deeds alone, but always in comparison to Destroya. I know I'm respected, but is it enough? What more can I do? Dusk. Daylight. Monthly prestige minus 25. No. I'm ambitious. Monthly prestige plus 50%. There's never enough. Never. We're going to have to do some events. Rice wine vinegar. Good stuff. Oh, so good. So important. Fruit wineries production method. Correctly use fruit instead of rice as an import. This wine tastes very weird. My benign antiquarian looks after my treasury well. Items are kept well, clean, and dusted. Is there any object that particularly needs to be fixed? I'm gonna add some monthly prestige onto this. It's a good brooch. My armor. My crown. Or my boar tusk. Powerful vassal opinion plus 6. I mean, the armor and the crown and stuff isn't that particularly good, and this boar tusk is literally about to break. So we'll fix up that brooch, and then we're probably also going to have to repair that brooch. $250? You gotta be kidding me here. God damn it. Everything is so expensive. Oh, one of my babies did not come to pass. I am invited to a funeral. For who? I may gain opinion and stress. Well, I don't care about those things. I only care about prestige. My executioner has been jailed by somebody. My sister-in-law and my vassal would make an excellent executioner. Excellent. My jaunt through India marches on. I am near blinded by all the gyms I visit. I find myself yearning for the filth of the open road. I sent a courtier with a particularly tasteless gift I was given. A tiger's head on a ring with jewels for eyes. Have you ever seen something so garish? You gained a gaudy tiger ring artifact. Oh, that's terrible. Yeah. Take it apart and sell the gems for $100. This guy wants to forge a goblet. He's a legendary smith. $253. But he's legendary. Can't believe that. I'm never going to be able to have a fancy hunt or anything. This vassal is being sneaky. Well, what's his deal? He's craven, deceitful, and fickle. Self-conscious, cares about what others thinks. He's unassertive. He's dishonorable craven. This character is very cowardly and somewhat dishonorable. I will ignore him and steal his ideas. Nice. And I got a weak hook on him. Can I do anything good with that? Like demand your conversion, maybe? There's nothing I can really do to change your other stuff, so I might as well just use the hook for that. Make him dynasty. Your kid is an art supporter, right? My tutor. Everybody's just dying left, right, and center here. All right, well, this Ushi is pretty good. My master of horse. This guy needs 50 bucks. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to give it to him. Should at least make that money back pretty quickly. Another funeral I'm not really interested in. And my Marshal. All right, so I could use this as an opportunity to get like a powerful vassal into a good position. All these other guys are less powerful, but they are better marshals. So the question is do I really want a good marshal? I don't know that I need one. I think I'll assign this guy. He's also probably not going to live super long, so... And we'll just try to figure out what he can. Oh, my friends and I hear of a wondrous goblet being made for you. Would you like money? Yeah, man, I like money. We have a son! He will need a new good name. We will call him... Oh... King Caesar? He was another one of these, like... massive characters. Jet Jaguar? There are so many kaiju. What's a good name for this guy? Ebirah. This guy's like a lobster. E-B-I-R-A-H. Why not? He is also robust, thank God. My traveler from India has come back with a Nepali war hammer. Now, that's pretty good. Though, I will be real, I don't think it's as good as my mace. 10, 8, and 15. My mace is actually better. I will. District exposed. We have converted another province here. I think, are there any Shinto provinces not under Shinto control? No, everybody is. Well, that's nice. I guess let's just start connecting up all the rest of these territories. Wherever we can. Level of fame impact 100%. Or diplomacy per level of fame. What does impact mean? The modifiers gained from level of fame. I mean, we'll go for that. Secular opinion or herd capacity and number of knights. Okay. don't need an inspiration on any of this. Puppyzilla. It's going for a walk. And we are holding court, baby. AI will no longer send alliance offers that it would immediately break. Venetian behavior has now been nerfed. I'm very curious to see how much this patch is going to change Europa, but... Oh, this guy is saying that we are a legendary ruler. You gain a mighty endeavor for Kaiju Legend Seed. Great administration of Kaiju. Or 100 renown. I'm going to take that 100 renown and prestige. I think we have a couple legend seeds already. Hilarious. We just got that event a second time, so we'll take it again. Bushidan of Io is rampant with unrest and banditry. Spare a little coin for the region and control could be restored at 200 gold. What's needed is excessive bloodshed. Every realm country with 33 control or less gets control growth but lower popular opinion. I'm a kaiju, of course. Of course, excessive bloodshed is the answer. Our dad was a legendary ruler. Get plum wine in your sushi? Ooh. That sounds so bougie. I wish these accolades would not suck and actually level up. $1,100 to send a kid to university. Just get rid of that. The secret is exposed. We should make sure that we are raising this child ourselves. Oh no, do I have too many wards? A niece and a daughter. Well, they're both 13. You know what? I don't need to raise this kid right away. I do want him to become a martial character, though, so we're going to focus on that. My daughter is concerned because she keeps going into the library and finding pornography. She's currently chaste. That's fine. Seems reasonable. Brother taken prisoner. Brother released. A scheme! Someone was trying to claim the throne. Shadow of fame. Today I woke up certain for the first time in my life my fame is seemingly without boundaries. I'm no longer just the son of Destroya. I can bask in my own glory, finally free from my father's shadow. It's time to pause my relentless pursuit of recognition. Or should I burn and shrine even more until every child utters my name? Light of Fame Sunset. Light of Fame Zenith. 100% monthly prestige. I shall not rest until my name is known across all of the earth. Here's the problem is I'm not able to do a lot of things to get prestige right now. Other than like go get drunk or petition the Tenyo. Nice. Okay. So we did manage to get some prestige. There's level of splendor increased, which makes me illustrious. I still need to get to exalted among men, though. My court poet has an inspiration to make armor. All right. Our armor kind of sucks, so. You have made me a magnificent goblet. It is not that magnificent considering that you were a legendary character and I spent an insane amount of money on this. In fact, it's quite bad. I need furniture is what I need. No more inspirations unless it's for furniture. We've searched every square inch of this base. All we found is porno, porno, porno. Okay. Spend another 50 bucks getting a new forge. But we've got dynastic legacy. Advantage +5. So we have been talking about starting to get elegance, dynasty opinion. Per house of this dynasty in the block, we get better block cohesion as well. Elegant. 2 cohesion a month. Nice. These monks are praying for our downfall. Religious infighting. I would like to know, like, how many Yagara vassals I have. I feel like we have more of these guys. Ajara, Yagara. God, we don't really have a lot of either of them. We definitely have more Menchara, though. So I'm going to stand with them. And hopefully they'll leave me alone. Spouse, would you like to improve anything? Or would you like to bang? Wild oats. Bagyo, Taisho, Mitsuke, 49, 58, 65. Yeah, just bang. All these guys are old. They're going to die soon. The antiquarian is asking to help with stuff. I will let her so that he makes better armor for me. More feasts. Now, this is like my brother. Yeah, I'll go to that beast. Why not? Oh, sick. We got purple armor. The armor is constructed from horizontally overlapping steel bands, masterfully laced together with cords of silk, while the trim and lining are cut from fine lamb's wool. The set includes a crested helmet and decorative eyebrow piece. The whole armor is decorated with gold inlays, displaying a repeating image of geometric shapes. And this guy is like, I am getting drunk. Is this tasty? The holding of Uji gets a brewing house for 45 bucks. This guy is an excellent brewmaster. Where is Uji? Now, there's no room for a brewing house here in Uji. So how is that going to work? Wow. So this adds an extra plus 6 prowess. And causes us to take way less injuries. in battle. Yeah, I don't think you did get a brewery here, buddy. We do get prestige just from showing up to the feasts. You know what? So we'll just take a whatever options kind of give us prestige as much as possible. The main dish arrives. The pièce de résistance will be remembered by the good and the great. As the host cuts into the meat, my hunger turns to ash in my mouth, the roast spewing blood across the table. The banquet is made a battlefield. I fight the urge to gag as the whispers of disgust rise around me. Lose a bunch of stress because I'm gluttonous. Okay, weird. The guy just made like terrible food. Oh, yes, mutters the Sorio. It is good being Sorio. Before us, a chamber flush with naked flesh. Courtesans blush invitingly as Megalodon turns to me with a smutty smile. A Sorio must be generous. Any of these women, these celebrants, can be yours. Yours for the night, for many nights. These girls are eager to share their talents with you. Oh, maybe we should just do poetry. 5% chance of gaining rakish. Prowess increases by 1. Intrigue lifestyle experience, stewardship lifestyle, or diplomacy lifestyle. And sleep with both of them. Baby, you know it. That's nice to be appreciated. And now I shall depart. You also get legitimacy for going to feasts. All right, I guess we should be going to more feasts. There's dignitary. We're about to get August, which will also be very helpful. Guest brother loves a bit more blood for his meat. Yeah, that was a hell of a feast. Your courtier has gained another inspiration. She is the one who loves traveling. You know what? I probably should stop paying for her to do that. It's costing me a bunch of money that I don't really have. Wow, this guy's got 41 diplomacy. He's my court chronicler, my vassal, and a knight. How's this guy so insanely good? Whoa, it's virtuoso arbiter. Tier 5. Dude, I can't not assign this guy. Keep him on domestic affairs. So that everybody doesn't turn against us. The prestige is climbing. We got 3 years left on this thing. She wants to string a bow. You want to forge a goblet. You want to write a book. I'm not interested. Oh, my wife died in childbirth, but had a daughter who we will call Baragon. Do I need to marry more wives? Yeah, I do. You know, I have a lover. Courtier and lover and beautiful. Let's go. I'm the happiest man alive. I had a threesome and married one of them. Not the worst day. Never would I have thought that a man could have too much love, yet it seems life has proved me wrong. Oh no, I spoke too soon. Some days I feel if my spare time is nothing but sating their seemingly boundless lust and fantasizing about their futures. How long can I go on with this? Dude, what's life without love? I mean, yes, it's causing me stress now, but it doesn't have to forever. That's what we have a court jester for. Such a classic jest. Punishment for being happy after my wife died. Yeah, I guess so. My son and heir sometimes tests boundaries. He's become charming. Not good. Not good for Marshall. I stand above my subjects as a sovereign ruler, unequaled in the realm. Dressing the part with resplendent garments and jewelry would serve as a subtle reminder to everyone that I am in charge. 0.5 prestige a month and 2 diplomacy, but $400. Traditional raiment. Yeah, I just don't really have the money for that. So I'm going to take the piety. My dog is such a good boy that all my vassals are like, what a good dog. This vassal says, you're hot. Let's bang. I already have 2 lovers. But okay. Nice. Okay, my daughter has become an my niece has become an insightful thinker. I'm not really worried about her. I am worried about my heir, who I want to offer guardianship of. Now I can raise him myself. See, I might have been able to change charming if I was raising him. My daughter is having her first teething. A gift befits a gift. Do I really want this milk tooth? Boop, 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 boop. Keep your tooth is a good luck charm. My daughter becomes an astute intellectual. Let's find her a matrilineal spouse. This guy's Herculean, but he is also Yamamoto or House Kurita. He's a bit old, but he is a hunka. I need strong children. There's a festival up here we could go visit. I have another daughter who will be called Orga. After more and more kaiju. Have to get back into that game. Nothing to do with threesomes. Wrong timing. Another daughter will be called Titanosaurus. I'm just going down the list now. I mean, she's pretty strong, so. We're at a festival. How's our block cohesion doing? It's actually really good. Let's just do recreation. We're pretty stressed out, so. Secret exposed, secret exposed. I have another son. I'm running out of names. Hedora? I just wanted to cycle the names we already have. Lose stress. Or potential for a learning challenge. Well, let's do that. I'm here for prestige as well. Here's August. Excellent. Diplomacy 2, Martial 1, Prestige 1 increases initial legitimacy. We'll stick with our family focus. Though, actually, I don't know. Maybe we should work on becoming like a scholar. We have really good scholarship. This would improve the development of our country a lot. You know what? Let's actually do that. wish for prosperity. A wish for health. Benita Bushidan. Popular opinion. Or I gain a health boost. And lose some stress. Grant me the chance to see my ambitions realized. Just take the stress loss right now. Cowed into submission. You gain 150 prestige. And every member of her block loses opinions of her. Because I'm so good at diplomacy. I'll take that prestige. Finish that festival. Gain some more prestige. It's just not going up fast enough. Good grief. You have a successor. You have a successor. All right, we have successors at least for all of these jobs. We have someone maybe in the royal court. I had a notification down there, but I guess not. $500 for the grand tournament. I still think that's probably my best option if I want prestige. In the meantime, just grab some extra bodyguards. This lady wants to prove her devotion for me. And I say, I want food. Which I get prestige for. And then we're going on a hunt. Can't wait. Kind ruler. Yeah, I'll give this orphan some food. Another daughter. We'll go Batra. I'm basically going back up this list I have now. I don't need to do recreation here, but I don't really need to do anything else, so... Make some money. I'll grab a fish. Myself. Man, we're so good that we just reach into the water and we pull out a fish. 350 prestige. That's a hell of a way to hunt. Don't need to hunt with a falcon. Don't need to hunt with a bow. Just grabbing fish out of the ocean. All right, well. The Bushi of the Wolf. It's an accolade that we do not have active. Our Bugyo has passed away. These are powerful vassals, but they all really like me. So I could just really take the better vassal here. $11.5. So I don't know. He'd make me a bit more money. I think I'd rather him focus on development still. 27. All right. We're a pretty developed nation. Ooh, beverage tax. It's like $200. That's going to help fund our tournament. Scarcely remember what life was like before this person declared their feelings for me. We'll give them a kiss, but they're not my soulmates, so... So a grand tournament, how much is this going to cost to make? Suitable terrain. Suitable buildings. Can't tell if any of these are more green than the others, but I feel like putting it here makes the most sense. Why don't we have a recital? And then Godzilla did love wrestling. Even though it's not really our big thing. I do have a champion. Certain negative events are less likely to fire. Prize artifacts will be masterworked or famed. Famed or illustrious will be famed or illustrious. Common or masterwork. I don't think it needs to be that fancy. None of this affects like what my prestige is for it, so. We could look to triumph. We could look to recruit. Honestly, part of me wants to just like not participate in the contests, but going back to play just because the threesomes is pretty tame. So 490. Okay. That's not going to take long. We have a sweet kiss with Lady Kyoko. And her scheme is complete. But I already have a soulmate, so I don't know what she was planning. Art Grand Tournament. Why does it say 525 now? Recital. Wrestling. Fine prizes, simple pavilions. Give that champion up there. I am not qualifying for the contest, but I'm close to qualifying. I'm going to gain prestige and increase my score and say no to this flower that she is trying to give me. Each equipped favor slightly increases the chance of winning contests. Huh. I wonder if that counts as like me wearing it or if I have to actually equip it. We'll head over to the artisan quarters as well because there should be some stuff over here. You can gain tournament banners, courtly vassal opinion, buy a ribbon, add a decorative ribbon onto my crown. Ooh. Plus 12 prestige a month, 0.12. Dude, that's really good. Put a ribbon on my crown. Country control, popular opinion, your faith, stress, meet other people, progress to victory, or maintain your artifacts. I mean, let's just keep going back here. This guy gives me a package to reveal a fancy condo crest. I don't have the money for this. I'll just say, very nice work. He gave me the wrong crest. He thought I was somebody else. Very confusing considering the fact that, you know, I am the emperor. There's a big thunderstorm going on, but I am going to use advantage of that to do really good poetry. Ooh. Time to improvise. Oh. My wife is no longer pregnant. Oh man, we're actually really not good at these things. We're going to appeal to a higher power in our recital. Yeah, we're definitely not winning this. Good claps, though. I won! Wow. Trumpets sound, the crowd clamors, competitors begin to assemble. The contest is over. The final three. In third place, Kajijika. In close second, this guy. And then I won first place. I knew I could win. My champion did not compete. I won. I actually won. I gained Iambic Virtuoso for 5 years, giving us a bunch of diplomacy, better learned language, 200 bucks, 150 prestige. Hell yeah, dudes. I legit thought there was no chance of that. What were the other haikus? Great question. A decorative ribbon on my regalia? A sheep tapestry? Or some tournament banners. I am also going to put some decorations on my other thing. So we just got a bunch of extra prestige per month. We have had another son. Oh, he's the most beautiful son in the world. We will call him Gazora. After a giant squid. Naturally good at diplomacy. Can I also educate you? Sure can. We are currently not qualifying for wrestling, so because of our triumphant intent, we can watch our opponents and learn their weaknesses. This will also give some accolades glory. I guess this is the thing, is you basically need to host a bunch of tournaments if you want your accolades to level up. Let's take that option. All the stuff I've been missing out here. Bow and armor inspirations. I don't want either of those. I do want to level up towards that, though. My brother wants an alliance. I don't see why not. He is my brother. Newton? Konbanwa to you too. The wrestling contest begins. We're actually in pretty good shape here. I have a bet to place. I'm going to place a bet on myself. Ooh, I don't want to fight dirty. I will lose with honor. Let us lock up like warriors. Did I lose already? Oh, I definitely got trounced instantly. Do I want to say that this guy cheated? I have 33 prowess. How did I lose to this guy? Act of tyranny. He cheated. Disqualified. All right, we're on to the next round. I can convince him to concede. This guy's a giant. Uh-oh. He's very good on a bow, but he's not very good on foot. Let's challenge him. and lock up his warriors. Did I lose again? I lost again. Locking up his warriors does not seem to be working very well for me. That guy must have cheated. Now, on to the final round. This guy is hamming it up. Who is he? He's a wanderer. He turned his back to us, so we dishonorably kicked him in the back. You know what always worked for old Grandpapa? Going straight for the liver. Works every time, it turns out. All those dirty cheats, I know, right? So many dishonorable people. Victory! We won the wrestling contest. My champion did not qualify. I won a wager. I get accomplished grappler. I won a bunch of money. I literally just I just got paid all the money that we made for this tournament back. And all my belligerent vassals are happy with me, so hopefully that will be fine. What a great occasion. We also got a prize necklace. Man, maybe we should have given better prizes. We got a prize necklace and a prize bowl. They both kind of sucks. Perhaps a few words, given that I am the host, to give some more acclaim to myself. Your glory is widely known. We are extremely close to having the Shogunate. Extremely close. You will become the owner of a statue in exchange for the Bushidan of Ice. No. They're always trying to steal my territory, just like for a statue. This guy represents the disgruntled traders and treemen of Awari's greatest city. He says his mayor sucks. Are you a good mayor? You're a Kane. This guy's an idiot. No, well, no wonder he's such a bad mayor. Bushidan of Owari gets Merchant's Touch for 15 years and Civic Meddling. Oh, that's not very good. Development growth decreases by 50 and stifled commerce. Merchants compensated. Is Owari my holder is me? It's part of Tokaido. So this city actually makes me a lot of money. So development growth there is kind of valuable. Yeah, we're gonna have to pay out these town merchants because they have an idiot for a mayor. A herbalist sister swore she could make a better sake than a blacksmith's wife, and of course they judged a tie. Yes, this is very important. Dispute settled. Yoshida, go fix this problem. That's your job. My business here is done. And I do have a new royal artifact, but I think it's just another bowl. Yeah, prize bowl, so it's not very good. So, all I need is the powerful minister's law, which will be done in 46 days. Done. In fact, it somehow was done even quicker than that. So we can now pass powerful ministers. All vassals who refuse title revocation or vassal retraction are considered criminals. What are the government types right now? So only the Retsurio governments will be a problem to me right now, and they won't be a problem for long. The endless politicking of the imperial court has run its course. Undetermined by the pageantry and trappings of days past, a strong hand must establish a new order of service, family, and steel. A mighty endeavor, 62 dread, 580 legitimacy. Become ordained, gain 1,000 renown. Yamamoto culture, fragile peace, is replaced by Bushido. Every Ritsurio becomes Soryo. Establish the lasting shogunate. A new dawn age upon Japan. As power shifts from pen to sword, under Kaiju leadership, order will at last be restored, and the last vestiges of the old bureaucracy consigned to history. Let none be mistaken. My authority is derived from the divine Tenyo. Does this mean that I can have samurai? It does. They are heavy infantry that counter spearmen, peasant militia, and heavy cav. Hiken Ano Nakashima. Who was in Iga? The warrior monks? Yeah. So I'm going to put the samurai there, and then the warrior monks can go in Nakashima. Then we have 2 mounted samurai. All of these light footmen I'm going to want to get rid of. But that will take some time. We have an insane army right now. We're now fascinated by hereditary rule. Can enact partition laws. Oh, it's just like automatically picked one. Manneralism is what gives us better economic buildings. Which seems like a good idea. Quilted armor allows us to recruit armored footmen. 7 months left. Gavelkind. Ooh, domain limit +1. That's actually pretty clutch. If I could actually own all of my territory. We can petition the Tenyo for more prestige. But they want us to join a block, so that's obviously not going to happen. Kaiju block is strong. So, like, does anything really happen from becoming Shogun? Other than I get access to samurai? Bushido and warrior monks. Mountains and forests. All Yamato characters are better in coastal sea as well. More poets and gardeners. I cannot make females in here. I could get rid of something like the poets. Adulterer and fornicator are always fully accepted. Noble family households may use adopt into house. We'll get rid of dynastic pragmatism. Oh yeah, these are all like 10,000. Paddy fields may be built in an earlier era, and may be built on hills and jungle. Bonuses for terraced hills, so that's not really much of us. Practice pirates. Japanese pirates? That interests me. I also feel like seafarers could be good. Right now it's like we have mounted cavalry. Archer cavalry. Malleable invaders. Reverence for veterans. Men-at-arms toughness, heavy infantry toughness, and spearman toughness. So this would make our warrior monks and our basic samurai a lot tougher. Give us a huge defender advantage as well. But more people would die. Yeah, I don't know that there's what changes we would want on here to be true Godzilla. You inherit the Bushidan of Kai. Partition male. Very good. You know what? This guy is right there and he has a ton of children. Oh no, he has less children than that. He also owns Suo. I mean, I have a ton of children, but let's look at the house and just see if there's anybody worthwhile. You're the Prince of Fashion. You're currently not set to gain any land, so there's the Bushidan of Kai. Merry Christmas. Evil foreigner changes Japanese cultural value. Well, we might. You never know. So... oh, move the Kaiju court. Heian-ko is the old capital. In this new era, it's time to establish a true Kaiju court. Moving to a more distant province will allow us to exercise our authority far from the meddling bureaucrats and temples. The Bushidan of Ice. Which is... Iga? Yeah. Becomes the new realm capital. Development increases by 20 and gets capital of the Shogunate for 25 years. Oh, I can make it any of these. So I can make... ooh. I could make Ano the capital. Here's the problem is, like, you do get the high-end palace for being here. Which is really good. $615 to move this. It's a lot of money, man. That's a lot of money, man. There's a grand wedding going on here. Next door? Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll go to that. Can't wait. We'll just enjoy the wedding. I guess part of me is like, what do we do now as Japan? The realm needs to be at peace. Is there any way for me to, like, force peace? Building construction time is good. Primo, partition, guaranteed prediction, conditional join. Yeah, we can't really like do much else here. Oh, I am missing an artifact. All my boar stuff. Can I just destroy these? I can, and actually I'll make a ton of money if I do that. I should have destroyed many of these a long time ago, including all those boar artifacts. Like if it's about to break or isn't valuable, can be worth like a decent bit of money. All these like bows and daggers. I guess I don't need 2 maces. Oh, you can't destroy blue maces. I could start a legend, a mighty endeavor for Kaiju. 660 bucks to start it. It gives us renown, stewardship, and development growth. This one gives control, piety, and diplomacy. Lots of distant things about Edward the Martyr. If I get a bit more money, we could start this. Other than invading Korea or China, don't know how to take it to the next level. I mean, that does definitely seem like it would be the next path. I love how the Mongols have been invading Korea and China. Oh, Mongols are kind of invading everywhere. Lots of stuff going on. The Baltic Empire. Wow. Not one you see very frequently. Yeah, I think the thing is like without, as long as we have like this inward perfection going on and we're not able to go out and declare wars, it's hard to really advance it much more. My nephew, guest, and ward. Why are you my ward? My wards are meant to be my 2 sons. Oh? Isn't this guy meant to be my ward? I don't want to be this guy's ward. Get the hell out of here. Not interested. Buddy? Buckaroo? Guardian. Me. This is not the son I'm looking for. Is only my daughter beautiful? Oh, maybe that is the case. All right, well, whatever. Such is life. Paint up Hokkaido in the north, make Japan look nice. Yeah, I mean, spreading this legendary seed, spreading my seed all over the land, I think would be a good idea. Control growth. How is control everywhere? Pretty good. Could be better, could be worse. My Taisho. Well, this guy is the best and he's a powerful vassal. Jeez, there's always something going on in this wedding. Nice. Free diplomacy perk here. Friend, close family opinion 15. Let's just take that. And yeah, 660. There's so many secrets going on. It's just unbearable. Like, constantly people are like, oh, this person, they were born out of wedlock. And I'm like, who cares? This guy's realm has gotten really, really big. Which, admittedly, does worry me a bit. Though it says he only has 2 Bushidans. I guess he just has like a lot of vassals. Praise the party. Say something sweet. I'll just praise the party. Get some more prestige here. You want to make a throne, a bow, a brooch, a goblet. What is our throne? Not that good. But you're only decent. So I don't think we worry too much about it. Also costs a lot per month. Yeah. Well, we'll take the ambitious trait. So many secrets. I mean, I guess the thing is, like, everybody is Sorio now. So, assumably, the fighting should stop. Allows declaration of external laws. Yeah, the realm needs to be at peace. I'd love to be able to see, like, what active wars are going on. Updates out for EU5. We'll give it a patch. We'll see how it works. Some really funny patch notes. I hope it fixes our EU save. I mean, we have officially become the Shogunate of Japan. I guess I wonder if I move the Kaiju court, will it like unlock another major decision? Another son. You know what, man? You can have that name. I think we have enough children. We can allow it. All right, we're going to bury the hatchet with these people. Yeah, there is also like commissioning the epic that I forgot we can do. Coking, block printing, dragon kilns. $400 to do that Silk Road. All right, let's move the court. It's either ice or yeah. We might as well just move it. I love the idea of like, oh, we just decided to move it slightly over. $600. Can we also then move the manor? We're gonna need some money for that. Yeah, like the palace does not move with us. Which is a bit of a shame. Because I imagine, like, yeah, some of these are not as good now. Change your vassal's contract. Higher taxes. Use the hook. Act of tyranny. It kind of feels like once you become shogunate, that's it for Japan. Oh, relocate de jure capital. It's time to realize the importance of ice in our realm. In my home, it should be paid proper respect for our wide. So we can make it the imperial capital, the duchy, or the kingdom capital. These are cool. I didn't know you could do this. Kushinada's ice is not the de jure capital of the Shogunate of Japan. Oh, okay. I hold the kingdom of Azuma. I can't do that. It is the de jure. Oh, okay. So there's... I can't do any of those. Yeah, we've kind of completed all the stuff here. And nobody can go to war with us because we're the emperor. I mean, theoretically, they can form a faction, but everybody loves us because we're a really good emperor. We're also pretty dreadful, honestly. I think that's a big part of the loyalty issues right now. So, I think, why don't we end this campaign here? We'll get a little... We got to come back for a moment. Make a few more guys. If Japan is to go anywhere right now, it is just like waiting for peace, which seems like it's going to be a long time, if ever. And then we can maybe go out and start conquering stuff, but honestly, I would not even worry about that. Let's call it a that. Thank you all for joining us. We'll see you back here next time.